the most exciting part of the brain when it comes to neurogenesis. And this is the hippocampus. So this is this gray structure in the center of the brain. And what we know since already very long is that this is important for learning and memory.
Hi, this is Eric Jensen. In the United States, about 1 in 5 children ask and be able to answer. 1. If kids from poverty are different, how are they different? 2. Brains can change for the worse. How can the brain actually change for the better? And 3. How do we operationalize those changes in a Title I school and in a classroom environment?
A fantastic semester. So what did we find? So our prediction goes back to that structure that I said was important for long-term memory, the hippocampus. It goes back to the hippocampus because the hippocampus is one of only 2 brain structures where new brain cells, new neurons are born. So you and I have shiny new hippocampal cells being born in our hippocampus memory.
But we're not there yet. Okay, it turns out that there's a crucial structure in your brain that seems to be actually very important for your memory. It's called the hippocampus. So there are all these points of lights on the outside of your cortex. They all funnel down to the hippocampus, which again represents the memory trace in a compressed and higher form.
Its other main function is that as you learn or do something new, the neurons have to actually change their electrical capacity or change their shape in order to adjust to the new situations. And brain-derived neurotrophic factor seems to be required for all these plastic changes.
20 minutes of aerobic exercise every day turns on BDNF.
It used to be thought that we already had all the brain cells we were ever going to have. That's not true. We're actually making thousands of new brain cells every day.
Do exercise, and we are understanding their growth factors.
Yes. In the structured setting of a classroom, information is received primarily by the eyes and ears. It's then processed through the brain's neural networks. It's then delivered through the motor system, writing, speaking, reading. So we limited our search for new diagnostic tools to these 3 modalities: visual, auditory, and motor. We quickly realized, too bad smell isn't used in the classroom. Think of chocolate chip cookies. Your minds are just bubbling with sensations. That's because for every 1 neuron between your olfactory receptors and the place in the brain that information is processed, there are 10 neurons between your visual receptors and the place in the brain that information is processed.
Exciting part of the brain when it comes to neurogenesis. And this is the hippocampus. So this is this gray structure in the center of the brain. And what we know since already very long is that this is important for learning and memory, and mood and emotion. However, what we have learned more recently is that this is one of the unique structures of the adult brain where new neurons can be generated. And if we slice through the hippocampus and zoom in, what you actually see here in blue is a newborn neuron.
There's actually only 3 essential questions you have to ask and be able to answer. 1. If kids from poverty are different, how are they different? 2. Brains can change for the worse. How can the brain actually change for the better? And 3. How do we operationalize those changes in a Title I school and in a classroom environment?